Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cameron. This week we're bringing you 3 new exciting additions to the cEDH format, brought to you by Ikoria.
So we have Kazur and Okemah Food Chain, Kennan Basalt Combo, and Brawlin and Shabrazz Curiosity Wheel. Begin.
Any pregame effects?
Yes, I'm gonna get a Gemstone Caverns out there with a luck counter on it. Top rotation.
Draw a card. Let's play a Tundra. Sensei's Divining Top. Pass my turn.
Draw a card. Tarnish Citadel. Cast Imperial Seal. Find a mystery card, and then I'll be done.
Draw for turn. Chromox. Exiling Preordain. Cast a Sylvan Caryatid. It's Carrot. Sylvan Carrot. Go ahead.
Untap. In my upkeep, I will top. Let's keep that guy right there. Draw a card. I'm gonna play a tapped Sacred Foundry and pass my turn.
Draw. Play an island. Gonna add a colorless mana to cast Foresight.
So Cameron is normally the proxy guy, and I haven't seen Cameron in quite a while, and I don't have a color printer. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a couple cards throughout that are just shitty paper covered written on pen on top of them. I apologize for that. I'm trying my best to put graphics over top of this so you can't notice it, but don't worry, we have a printer in the mail right now. It's coming. I'm gonna be printing out proxies left and right, but for now we gotta deal with cruddy stuff like that every once in a while, sorry.
We here at Play to Win fully support everyone's use of proxies every time.
Miss Telegraphin, Eternal Scourge, and Manipulate Fate. I'll be done, and I'll be drawing a card in your upkeep.
Upkeep.
Draw a card.
Draw for turn. Snow-covered Forest. Cast my commander, Kennan. Tap Chromox for 2 blue. Cast an Arcane Signet. Pass turn.
Draw a card. Snow-covered Island. I'll cast Narset, Part of Veils. -2 Narset. Damn. I put those at the bottom. I will pass my turn.
Draw. Play Ancient Tomb. Think I'm gonna pass turn.
Draw. Move to combat. We'll come at Narset with a 2/2. Pass.
I will activate Sensei's Divining Top in my upkeep. Draw a card. Play a Flooded Strand. I'm going to cast Tireless Tribe. I'll pass my turn.
I really quick want to talk about Tireless Tribe. It's a card that I haven't really seen in many of the cEDH lists for Brawlin and Shabrazz, not like there are a ton of them. But I think it's a very important piece to the puzzle that is this deck. It's all well and good to think that you can make it to your end step with 8 cards in your hand and a Curiosity effect. You have a lot of Wheel of Fortunes and ways to get there, but having a discard outlet, I think, is essential for this deck to exist. Think of it kind of like the Gitrog monster deck. Like, you need a way to make that happen if you can't get up to 8 cards in your hand. 8 is a lot of cards.
And there's not a lot of ways to do that for no mana in these colors.
Exactly.
So
like, this is the cheapest
card in particular is very important for this role.
This is the cheapest permanent that I could find that for no cost allowed you to discard a card for free.
Draw a card. Play an Exotic Orchard. I'll play the 3/3. Kazur. I'll pass turn.
In end step. Activate Kennan. Gilded Drake. Gilded Drake's ability. Target Tireless Tribe.
And it's also pretty bad for me when the discard outlet gets taken away from me. So if you see the discard outlet in a Brawlin and Shabrazz deck, if you see the Tireless Tribe, take it.
Draw. Snow-covered Island. Say go.
End step, I will cast Mystical Tutor. Get a Time Twister. Time Twister on top of my library. And I'll go to my draw. Draw a card. Cast Time Twister.
Cast Spell Pierce.
Misdirection, exiling Curiosity, which really stinks, and I will redirect Spell Pierce to target Misdirection.
I'm gonna cast Pact of Negation targeting Time Twister.
I'll sack Flooded Strand here. Get a Volcanic Island. Activate top and look at the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunate. Like that. Pact of Negation resolves. I think I still want to protect this Narset, so I'm going to pass my turn.
I think you don't.
I'm gonna end your turn, Noxious Revival, Spell Pierce back on top.
Oh man, that's so bad. That's the move of a confident man.
I mean, I don't know how relevant the Spell Pierce is gonna be, but I think it is better than a random card at the top. Oh, I put my Ancient Tomb in my graveyard for some reason. Cast Food Chain.
I'm gonna hard cast a Force of Will.
Swan Song.
That's pretty stinky. Dramatic Reversal. And tap and tap. The funny thing is, I really waffled about running a Mystical Snake or a Frilled Mystic in the deck just so that Kennan might be able to like hit a counterspell off the top. Activate Kennan. Oh, watch out. Pass on Swan Song.
I will pass on Swan Song.
I sack Kazur, add 5 blue mana, cast Eternal Scourge, and then I just keep sacking Eternal Scourge until I have infinite mana.
Yep.
Then I cast
Okemah. That was a perfect example of what happens a lot in cEDH games when someone tries to blow their load a little bit too early and the next player in turn order gets to capitalize on everyone's guards being a little bit lower.
Yeah, Food Chain still wins games, turns out. No surprises there.
I have pregame effects. Gemstone Caverns, exile an island, and put a luck counter there.
Whoa, you guys are getting super lucky. Do you think we have an unusually large number of turn 0 gemstones? I feel like almost every week we have at least one turn 0 gemstone.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, statistically, I think almost every single deck runs gemstones, so it's probably sort of like, I don't know though. Yeah, it does kind of feel like it happens a lot sometimes.
A 1 in 99 chance.
But 4 players, and we play 3 games a week, so I don't know. That's got to be, I'm sure that someone could do this math easily.
I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play Morphic Pool, and then I'll play Brainstorm. Cast Mana Crypt, a Lotus Petal. Crack Lotus Petal to add a blue. Tap Mana Crypt.
Don't cast Risk Study.
Play Risk Study.
Son of a bitch.
We're talking about how lucky it is that we're playing Gemstone Caverns early, and Brandon over here has got a turn 1 Ristic Study.
Go ahead.
Draw. I'm going to play an untapped breeding pool. Cast a Chrome Box.
Can I draw a card?
Yes. Delay. Cast Incubation Druid.
Can I draw a card?
Yes. Go ahead, Dylan.
Draw a card. Mana Confluence. Cast Is It Signet.
May I draw a card?
Will not pay. Pass a turn.
Odds take damage. Draw for turn. Play an Overgrown Tomb. Play Birds of Paradise. There you go.
Draw. Scalding Tarn. Crack that Tropical Island. Play my Commander Kennan. Cast a Ristic Study. Leaving 1 blue floating.
Remember Risk Study this time. Can I draw a card?
You may draw a card.
I'm just gonna hope that maybe if you both can draw cards, y'all can fight amongst each other, and I can hang out under the radar.
Let me tell you this. I didn't pay his Ristic Study, and I left a blue floating.
All right, yeah, I'll pass priority on that.
Pass turn.
Draw a card. Play a Prismatic Vista, and I'm gonna pass my turn.
Draw for turn. Play Misty Rainforest. Assassin's Trophy paying for the Ristic Study. Targeting Ristic Study. I'll crack Rainforest. Find a trap. Spellseeker. Manipulate Fate. Go ahead.
Draw. Flooded Strand. Crack it right away. Island. Simic Signet.
Can I draw a card?
No. Pass turn.
End step. I will make a blue and a red. Cast a Brainstorm.
Can I draw a card?
Hope it used the red. And I will also fetch at the end of my turn. Find a basic island. Untap. Draw a card. Play a City of Brass. I will cast my own Ristic Study.
Can I draw a card?
Pay 1 life so that you may not. Pass my turn.
Upkeep. Odds of take damage. Evens. Draw a card. Cast Manipulate Fate.
May I draw a card?
Not let you. So I'll exile Turn of Scourge, Foresight, and Mist Holographic. And I draw a card. Pass turn.
In your end step, I'm going to adapt 3 this Incubation Druid. Draw. Play a Soak-Covered Forest. Passing turn.
Draw a card. Play a Scalding Tarn. Cast Brawlin. Sky Shark Rider.
Can I draw a card?
I will pay 1 life with the City of Brass so that you may not. Then, I'll pass my turn.
In your end step, cast Plunge into Darkness.
May I draw a card?
Flusterstorm.
Can I draw a card off of Flusterstorm?
No.
Can I draw a card off Fluster?
Also no.
Untap. Odds of take damage. Draw for turn. Necropose.
Can I draw a card?
May not. Colorless floating. I'm gonna pay 15 life.
End step, activate Kennan. Whiff.
So the cards I'm exiling are Polluted Delta, City of Brass, Ancient Tomb, Scalding Tarn, Destiny Spinner, Ad Nauseam, Finhorn Elves, Bayou, Island, Arbor Elf, Elves of Deep Shadow, Deathrite Shaman, Git Probe, Demonic Consultation.
3 for X and cast Reshape, sacrificing Chrome Box.
Can I draw a card?
Green, green, blue, and say no, you may not draw a card. One of that green.
Can I draw a card?
No, I have 1 green floating.
How many cards do I have?
1.
That's fine.
Salt Monolith. Generate infinite colorless mana. 3 to untap it each time, tapping it for 4 each time.
Pick a number.
1,000. All we're doing is paying the green, cast Crop Rotation, sacrificing the Snow-Covered Forest.
Can I draw a card?
No.
Can I?
No. Gaia's Cradle. This entire play was for 2 activation. 4 blue, 2 green. Whiff. What's happening is that because I don't have enough draw engines in here, I'm reduced to doing this as a crappy draw engine, which is not the best. Merrileaf picks pass turn.
Draw a card. Play a Command Tower. Go to combat. Brandon, you don't have a lot of life. I'll attack you with a 3/3. Before damage, no blocks. I'll flash in an Ophidian Eye, and once you remember your Ristic Study, I will pay it. When I deal damage here, I will draw a card.
This is untapped. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Cast a Mana Vault. Pay 1 extra so you cannot draw a card. Then I'll pass my turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to Chain of Vapors targeting my Necropose. Not paying for Ristic Study.
Wow, draw a card.
I will not second land. Untap. Upkeep. I'm taking 3 damage. Still in my upkeep. I'm going to cast Vampiric Tutor.
May I draw a card?
No. So the awkward part about this is the Ristic Study.
Because I get to draw a card.
You get to draw a card every time I...
Big time, fella. Wonder if you should have bounced this with the Chain of Vapor, huh?
I don't know. I thought about it. Play Command Tower. I think I can wait till go for it next turn when I can do it safely. All right, go ahead.
Dangerous words from every dead last man is I think I can go for it next turn.
Draw. I'm going to generate infinite colorless again.
Okay, how much? You have to have a number.
We'll do 1 mole of colorless mana.
Okay, how much is a mole?
1 mole is equal to 6.02214179 times 1,023 atoms.
Plus 1 blue. I'm going to cast a Spellseeker.
Can I draw a card?
No. Pull from tomorrow. I'm going to use 1 of the colorless to activate Simic Signet, adding green, blue, blue. Tap Gaia's Cradle for green. So I'm going to use a bunch of colorless mana, to be precise 10, 2 of each color, and activate Kennan twice. I will get an Elvish Mystic off the first activation. I will get a Thrasios off the second activation.
That...
I I'm going to start activating Thrasios with that colorless mana. Here's where we're going to be. I'm going to draw almost entirely my deck with Thrasios, probably not all of it. I will have a pretty large amount of counter magic in my hand. So I expect to have about 10 pieces of counter magic, all of my lands in play tapped, 7 blue total, if that's relevant for counter magic. I mean, obviously a lot of them are free. And I will then probably try and cast Walking Ballista for enough to kill you both.
I'm good to concede here.
It's pretty easy to get infinite or however much colorless mana you would like in this deck. There's a lot of artifact tutors in blue. The issue with that is you can't actually win from that point with Kennan because Kennan requires blue and green pips. Fortunately, if you can activate Kennan enough times, eventually you'll find Thrasios, and Thrasios can in fact draw you your entire deck. I think one of the big comparisons that Kennan had when it first got swirled was, why would you play this when you could play Thrasios? I think what Kennan allows you to do is still secretly play Thrasios when you need it for what Thrasios is best at, which is being an outlet to draw your entire deck in the command zone. If you can make just a ton of mana, you can activate Kennan a bunch of times, eventually you will just find Thrasios. You can search through half your deck pretty easily with this deck. It makes a ton of mana. Once you can do that, since you already have the infinite colorless mana, you can draw your entire deck and then win with Walking Ballista or Thassa's Oracle or something else, whatever you want.
And if you don't have Thrasios itself in your hand, you have a lot of other copies of the card that you're playing throughout the deck too. Worldly Tutor can also go get it. You can play cards like Summoner's Pact as well. That can be just an additional copy of whatever you need.
This is only, at this point, Tyler's first iteration of this deck. It's already been through some changes from here, and I'm sure there's definitely some more changes that will be made as time goes on, but there'll be links to all the deck lists in the description down below.
Draw for turn. Command Tower into Elves of Deep Shadow. Go.
Draw. Fluted Delta. Cast a Lotus Petal. Proc. Getting a Tropical Island. Cast a Carpet of Flowers. And pass to you.
Draw a card. Play a Plateau. Pass my turn.
Draw a card. Play a Verge Catacombs. Say go.
Draw. Snow-Covered Forest. Pass my commander. I'm just going to pass then.
Go my turn. Draw a card. A hilarious Gemstone Caverns. Not giving you that island. And I'll cast a Desperate Ritual. I use 2 of it. Cast an Azorius Signet. I'll use the last one. Tap that Azorius Signet for Felwar Stone. Pass my turn.
I'm going to take one at your turn. Bye. Still into your turn. Cast Limdual's Vault. Cool. Let's go back on top. Draw for turn. Play Exotic Orchard. Mystic Remora. Go.
Draw an Arcane Signet.
Okay, draw card.
Yes, you may. There's still no island. Pass.
Da-na-na. Shock in a island. Steam Vents. And I'll tap for 5 and play a creature, so I don't have to worry about your stinky fish. Shabraz, the Sky Shark. Pass my turn.
So I thought I would have a moment here to deploy a big giant flying creature. It was only turn 3. I don't want to play a non-creature spell because Brandon had just played a Mystic Remora, I believe. So I thought, yeah, all right, I'll tap out now, but it's fine. It's, you know what I mean? Once after this, I don't need to tap out again, so we'll be good. Nope, wrongo.
I'm going to let fish go. Draw for turn. Play Tarnished Citadel. Manipulate Fate. I'm going to exile Elvish Mystic. Eternal Scourge, Mist Griffin. I draw a card. Alright, cast Okemah.
And step Mystical Tutor. This is a great first moment. Fierce Guardianship's on top.
I have a feeling that I should have left open some mana.
Draw. There's one island. Und island.
Island!
Okay. With Carpet of Flowers, I will generate 1 blue. Blue, green floating. Tap Arcane Signet for 2 blue. Cast Reshape. As an additional cost, I will sacrifice Arcane Signet. X is 3.
I mean, I know you guys kind of spell. I guess I have to try. I have to go for pact.
I will respond and cast Fierce Guardianship.
Okay!
Basalt Monolith. I will activate Basalt Monolith 3,000 times. Yeah, I'm gonna make you dead.
Yep.
Do we want to play in another one because they went so fast?
We did end up playing another game. Those games went pretty quick, so we played a 4th game. It's going to air as our Patreon exclusive video for this month. So if you go to our Patreon, in our description, you can find that in our $5 tier. Throw us $5 and you can take a look at the 4th game. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, go click on that right now.
These 3-player games are definitely a little bit interesting. Missing a 4th player means there's an extra 4th player who can't stop what's going on. Not only that, all 3 of these decks are pretty linear decks. So even though we have this means to stop a little bit, without that 4th player, we really kind of go unchecked, and Kennan is a very fast deck. Now, I think if we put Kennan up against some more grindy, some more mid-range, some more stacksy decks, it might have a harder time, which is why we decided to do that. We are bringing Kennan back, and we're bringing him back against some of the grindiest, mid-rangiest decks that we can find in the format. and see if Kennan can still put up a decent fight.
Ikoria has really proven to have a lot of really good additions to the format. Not even in terms of cards that would go into 99, but cards that can be used as commanders. I mean, Brandon's deck, what are their names again?
Kazur and Okemah.
Zur and Okemah.
Kazur.
Kazur?
Cazur.
These bug partners over here, there is a comparison between this deck and what First Sliver would be like. So you certainly lose access to things like Silent, Dockside Extortionist, and the Pyroblast you also lose, but you're really tightening up the 3 best colors in the format when you shrink down to just these 3 here.
Shout out to Nate at Chef Deadpool on Twitter. We got the list from him in our Discord. If you'd like to submit a list that we may play on the channel, feel free to check out our Discord. You can get the link from our Patreon, which is in our description.
And don't miss us on Twitch. We're going to be visitors on the Casually Competitive stream. So on April 26th at 6 p.m., we're going to be playing some games with them, talking about the new set. It's going to be a great time. So make sure you stop by.
Man, I did finger guns now. Damn it.
I'm telling you, it's a great idea.
It just feels like that when you want to visually end it, Thanks for watching.
This week we're bringing the cEDH format.
Welcome to Play to Win.
You should say Kennan is going to basalt you.
Like assault?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.